saying on the other songs.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 450. It's Tuesday, January 22nd, 2013, 12 p.m. Pacific Time. Internet talk radio for your imagination. Mike Matthews broadcasting from the last place on Earth, located somewhere in PodCastro Valley, California. Today we hear from Benita, the disgruntled fiddle player, the brewmaster. Plus we bring you the segment Mike on Mobile, where we feature another installment of the Dog Walking Chronicles with Basil the Boxer.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And there's an interesting fact that has emerged about the inauguration, and that is Beyonce is a faker.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
She didn't actually sing the national anthem when she was up there singing and sounding great. It turns out she was singing to a track, unlike Kelly Clarkson, who says that, hey, I sang my part completely without tape. And besides that, I won American Idol, and Destiny's Child wasn't that great. Well, she didn't say that part, but yeah, so Kelly Clarkson actually sang her part live.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
As to other lip syncers that are famous, there is also Britney Spears. She took a drive
Mike's
to Thousand Oaks
Daily
to go shopping.
Podcast.
And we're actually heard in Thousand Oaks.
Yeah!
On the internet radio station knjoradio.com. Oh, look who just walked in.
Hi, Mike. It's Benita the Rodeo Queen. How y'all doing?
And it's a disgruntled fiddle player. Tell you what.
What?
I am in possession of some fascinating facts. Tell you what.
What are your fascinating facts?
That Justin Bieber is now the most followed person on Twitter.
Whoa, that's some fascinating facts. What's even more fascinating is that you, the disgruntled fiddle player, know that fact.
Hey, I found Justin Bieber to be a squeaky clean little kid with a cool little head of hair.
Yes, he certainly is. And now he's the most followed person on Twitter, which can only show the world that, in fact, Twitter is only being used by pre-teenage girls.
That's why I know this information.
You're a pre-teenage girl?
I think the entire world has become a pre-teenage girl the way people act today.
I don't think he's right, but I disagree with him on most things.
I like to go to the mall, for example.
All right, well, some people like to go to the mall. You liking to go to the mall. Where do you shop at the mall? There's no shops designed for any disgruntled fiddle players that I know of.
I'm attracted to Cinnabon.
Okay, not so surprising. Oh, look who else just walked in.
Hello there, Mike. I am the brewmaster. I make the root beer. Oh, boy.
Brewmaster, in PodCastro Valley, there is a new burger place, and it's right on PodCastro Valley Boulevard. And since it is on there, it is called Boulevard Burger, and they've got a big Boulevard sign, the abbreviated version of Boulevard, BLVD, and the county of Alameda asked them to take down the sign.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
Yes, a lot of people in PodCastro Valley are up in arms.
Why would you want to take down a beautiful sign that says BLVD?
Exactly, the abbreviation for Boulevard.
I don't even know what that means.
It's the abbreviation for Boulevard.
Does it mean be loving, very dexterous?
No, the abbreviation for Boulevard.
Mike, I'm up in arms. I'm going to take my earth beer down to the street, and I'm going to throw my earth beer at anybody that tries to take a sign like this. Oh, boy.
I think Alameda County might get mad at you for that, but okay. There he goes.
Mike, I don't like this Alameda County. I'm going to go over there and give him a piece of my mind.
Yeah, we're going to go over there and sing the national anthem, but we're going to lip sync to it while following Justin Bieber's tweets.
Yeah, because all the pretty teenage girls should rise up and take down Alameda County, because they shouldn't ban BLVD signs.
Which is an abbreviation for Boulevard.
Which stands for Benita Loves Virile Disgruntled Fiddle Player. Bye, all bye. That's BLDFP.
Well, you can comment on what you think about the world of lip syncing and counties taking down signs and Britney Spears popping up in neighborhoods near you. Oh, the horror. You can email me, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. Also email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show or if you'd like to sponsor the show, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. Also check out our website, mikesdailypodcast.com. Go there to find out where to find us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Yelp, and YouTube, as well as iTunes. We have a link to where to find us in iTunes. And you know that, as I mentioned, we are heard on the internet radio station, knjoradio.com, out of Thousand Oaks. In my 20s, I was actually on the KNJO radio station in Thousand Oaks. So it's good to be back on there. We're on there noon, 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. daily. All that information and our blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Oh, we got the podcast picture there, too.
Mike on Mobile.
So it's Mike on Mobile, Mike Matthews. I'm walking Basel. Today we're in Emeryville, and we caught the sunset. We're over here at the Emeryville Marina. We caught the sunset as the sun set behind San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. It was very nice. But now it's getting dark, and we're kind of rushing back to the parking lot because I think I saw a sign that said cars will be towed after sunset. So I'm hoping that that is a loosely defined term. And we've had a great walk so far today, enjoying the beauty that is Emeryville, the land of Pixar. Basil seems to be having a good time. Actually, there's a tiny little beach. There's little beaches along the way here where the bay meets Emeryville, and he got to run around. He sticks his foot in the water and goes, "Ooh, that's cool and stinky. I like it." So, but luckily he didn't go up to his neck in it, because that would have been a nice little bathing episode. So far we've been having a lucky walk. We're walking along the busy road. This road here goes past a very fine Emeryville IKEA, probably the best IKEA I have ever seen, because it has a nice view of San Francisco, and you can eat Swedish meatballs while enjoying the view and sitting in nice little Danish, Swedish chairs. Such a very futuristic place, this IKEA. Not too far from where we're walking right now. And so as we walk ever so fast, trying to get to our car before it gets towed away, I hope you've enjoyed this moment of dog walking zen, of Mike on Mobile with Basil the Boxer here on Mike's Daily Podcast. Oh, I see Citro Tower. Very futuristic. It serves absolutely no purpose now. Once brought television to the Bay Area, and now people are watching all their TV off the internet, and it doesn't matter. What? They're not yet? They will soon. Get ready for that. Mike on Mobile with Basil the Boxer, Mike's Daily Podcast. Back to you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. So that's him or me. Wow.
Emeryville, yeah.
He's singing while he's walking Basil the Boxer. And then the next day, there was this Mike on Mobile.
So it's Mike Matthews, Mike on Mobile, and we are walking today, Basil the Boxer and I. It's another dog walking chronicle. And today we are walking by a little lagoon that is surrounded by houses. It's sort of like a island of houses. No, it's actually an isle. Harbor Bay Isle is what they call this. It's really close to the Oakland airport. I don't know if you can hear, there's all kinds of waterfowl around, egrets and ducks, and Basil pays no mind to them. Oh, actually, we're walking past the area where usually there's this duck with a big fluffy head. Almost looks like he has an afro. I call him Afro Duck. But no Afro Duck today, sadly. But these ducks will stay in particular spots along the walk here. This stretches on all these little canals, kind of like Venice, California. Stretch out on, and there's all kinds of areas where different waterfowl inhabit, and they keep to one area, so much so that, in fact, I posted in a podcast last year one of the pictures of the, in fact, you can find this at mikesdailypodcast.com. I forget what month it was, but it was a little memorial to one of the geese. It was a white goose that used to frequent this one spot So much so that when it died, they raised this memorial and kids drew pictures of little portraits of this duck and of this goose, and it was quite cute. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny. There's houses that along here that are like right on the water that have little jacuzzis and little docks, and they all have canoes. This waterway doesn't open up to the ocean. It's all in like a landlocked. So, but people, you know, they go around on their canoes and whatnot. So, it's an interesting little area, and that's Mike's daily podcast, Mike on Mobile, from a waterfowl-infested area at Harbor Bay Isle near Alameda in the Bay Area, East Bay. And back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, so taking Basil the boxer walking, such a good, healthy thing. You can hear me, I'm huffing and puffing, walking along, trying to keep up with the dog. As we go outside the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast, somewhere in PodCastro Valley, California. And, you know, they tell you, you know, when you walk your dog, you should train your dog so he doesn't pull. My dog pulls. He could be entered in a tractor pull. He pulls quite hard. I think I walk around with a perpetually dislocated shoulder.
And here's today's podcast picture.
The picture was actually taken from that last bit of Mike on Mobile, walking around Harbor Bay Isle, because there was the sudden appearance of Afro duck. It is a white duck that has an afro. And this duck, like many of the waterfowl I was mentioning, have stayed for many years in one particular place, and they're known and become popular little celebrities in certain areas of Harbor Bay Isle. And Basil sees this duck every time, and they kind of look at each other, and then Basil moves on. But there's a picture of the elusive, not so elusive, Afro duck, always flanked by a posse protecting their beloved Afro duck. See that podcast picture at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Mike, I talked to Alameda County.
Oh, what happened?
They told me to leave. They didn't want a piece of my mind.
Yeah, Mike, I was actually quite relieved that they didn't take one of her pieces.
Excellent. And the brewmaster's not with you?
No, he tried to throw some root beer at the people, and they took him and arrested him, and now we'll never see him again.
Oh, what a happy day. Oh, wait, he's here.
Hi, guys. I just got dropped off.
Were you incarcerated?
No, I didn't have any alcohol to drink.
Not inebriated. Incarcerated? Never mind.
Mike, I like to drink a little bit of the brewmaster's root beer to loosen me up.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Really? She gets a little crazy?
Yeah, and then I end up losing a spleen.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, I found it again.
Oh. Tomorrow we will bring you the segment News Random, plus we'll hear from Madame Rutabaga, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the Engineer.
Become levitated, verily doof.
No, it's an abbreviation for Boulevard.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!